In this world of mass cultural diffusion and globalization, people are required to speak each other's languages more than ever. And while learning English, Swahili, French can help you target certain regions of the world, the best languages are those that are the most influential and the most powerful everywhere. Having lived in 7 countries and been lucky enough to visit close to 50, you learn a lot about traveling and how to connect with people on that level. Me personally, I think the most powerful language is sport. In sport, you learn to foster this community within yourselves. You learn that every player that's been there has gotten there through effort, hard practice, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I've certainly experienced it everywhere I've been, and I certainly know it's a thing in every league, in every country, or anywhere else. These sports, because of that hard effort, allow you to foster these communities. And even if you aren't a player, and you're just a fan, or you're just a supporter, or you're an owner, you can connect with the people there because of the sport, because of that shared time and effort put into it, even if you aren't practicing or you aren't playing. People don't realize how much of an impact sports can have on a connection to the greater world. I certainly didn't for a while. During ICEA, I had a chat with one of my teammates that ended up close to that topic. It was after our semifinals loss, in which most of our team was distraught. We were planning to win the tournament, finished 4th, and lost in that semifinals against a team we'd previously beaten in the tournament. During that conversation, I started out by asking, which are you? Because in core competitiveness, there's 2 things. You either hate losing or love winning. Me personally, I fit into the hate losing more. My friend responded the same way. I then asked him, saying you get a 50-50 chance, coin flip, to win or lose every game, why risk that chance? If you hate losing more than you love winning, why would you experience more sadness than happiness? He just looked me dead in the eyes and went, I don't know. And that is the main reason why I wanted to do this speech. I've played sports my entire life. I got through COVID through sports. I got through moving to 5 or 6 different schools through sports. It is my sanctuary. And people don't realize how much of an effect sports have on everything you do as a person outside of just the sport itself. As I previously mentioned, the effort. Sports teaches you that there's not really a lucky way to get to the top. You gotta earn it, you gotta work hard, and you gotta constantly be putting in the work. They also allow you to do many other things. One of those being connecting with people. You can learn right before games or during games or after games by talking to the people around you all these different things about their lives, about how sport has affected their lives, or how sport does different things for them. Maybe it affects their mom, maybe it affects their dad. For example, in Qatar, I played for a club team, and we played this Filipino team, I think about once every month. Every single game, right before the game, the Filipino team would do a prayer. I learned from talking to them afterwards, and through that experience and analyzing that they take religion very seriously. It's a massive dedication to them. They do a lot of praising God, they do a lot of prayers, they do a lot of time in churches and making sure everyone's treated equally. It's very similar to here in Africa. And even though sports weren't the direct thing that I was connecting to them on that level, it was the big connector to getting me there. I have never played a sport or found a sport yet that doesn't allow you to do that. People learn through sports, people teach through sports, people connect through sports. All these different things that sports allow for. And I'm betting that most of you that either play sports or watch sports, when sports comes to your mind, you either think of fun in the competitiveness or good physical activity. For me, it's a connection to everything you are as a person. I've been told that I'm very sports heavy. It's not untrue. I do 3 seasons in ICEA, and I like to play in my spare time. And in that, defining me down to that single perspective unravels this whole web of different connections to other people, other cultures, other heritages, and other things that allow me to be this different person, all through just the single lens of sports. I've made friends in numerous countries: Uzbekistan, Mongolia, Qatar, Turkey, through this connection to sport. In fact, in Turkey, where I go for my summers, I play beach volleyball practically every night with these 30 to 40-year-old men and women. For the most part, we're just doing it for fun. There's no competitive aspect of trying to beat the other one. There's no specific teams. There's also no language communication. I learned how to count to 25 in Turkish, and that's about the extent of my Turkish-speaking abilities. I connected to these grown men and women through sports and playing sports with them, spending that time. Because even if you don't recognize that the effort and the respect that gets put into sports, you will recognize that people connect through it. People can make greater connections through sport globally than languages can. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this talk. That speech that I had with my ICEA teammate was why I wanted to do this. Not enough people notice that. Not enough people pay attention. And certainly not enough people know how much it can affect you as a person. Me, it's my whole life. I'm just hoping that it is part of your life too, so you can have the great connections that I've been able to have. Thank you.